basically.
Hmm. Yeah. So the funny thing about this, especially for me, the only thing I really knew about insurance was term, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked at term, especially, I mean, let's be clear, especially as a young man, right?
Uh-huh.
You like, what am I gonna do with that? Like it's over in 20 years, like, you know what I mean? And
True.
so you like, and that's where I think that, and that could be where the scam part comes in from, right? Like, okay, I'm covered for the best 20 years of my life, quote unquote, right? So, at this time I'm 20 and I'm thinking, well, it's over with when I'm 40. Like, okay, no, I'm a definitely need it 40 to 60. I think that's when
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to decline a little bit. So, you know what I mean? I guess that could be the reason why, we probably grow up thinking that possibly, especially in our community, that it's a
Mm-hmm.
scam.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
so
let's,
okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you want to kind of like debunk that?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool. So the whole idea of insurance, right? I think the idea first that's hard for people to wrap their mind around is I'm paying for something. This is just kind of like the mindset that people have when they think of insurance is I'm paying for something that I'll never see. I'm paying for something that I will never really reap the benefits of, right? And this whole topic can go a lot deeper. It has a lot to do with forward thinking and making sure that we're thinking about the people that that come after us and all those things. But I think it's very interesting. Nobody would say that building generational wealth or leaving a legacy behind for our family is a scam. So where does this idea of life insurance being a scam really come from? We think about car insurance, right? People pay car insurance. Nobody's questioning car insurance, right? Nobody's questioning insurance, your warranties on your appliances. Apple Care is insurance. We don't question whether or not we should insure our iPhones. And I think it's very interesting because we're willing to protect our home, our cars, our watches, jewelry, appliances. But then when it comes down to insuring ourselves, all of a sudden it's a scam, right? We insure all of those things except the one thing that uses all of those, and that is us, right? So to go back to, whether or not it's a scam, insurance, just to answer you straightforward, it's not a scam. It's not a scam. It's a tool that you can use for a couple different reasons. One could just be to say, hey, I want to make sure I'm protected. The other could be, I want to build some type of wealth. And that's the one that a lot of people are not familiar with, is how to leverage life insurance to build some type of legacy for yourself. And so to go into the mentality of that is the challenge that a lot of our community has had is thinking beyond today, right? When we think about purchases people make, right? We'll buy the most expensive pair of shoes, the most expensive cars, right? Because it makes us feel good today, right? Versus looking at, maybe I can save that money and I can put it somewhere where it's gonna, build something for me later, right? It's not only an issue in our community, it's really a big part of society today. It's instant gratification. Right? It's very hard to understand insurance because there's not really an instant, there's not instant gratification when you get life insurance. And I'm just being honest. It's not a tangible product. It's not something that you can just pick up and drive off the lot with. It's something that you physically cannot touch. You cannot physically put your hands on a life insurance unless you're talking about the physical policy itself. But most people, they don't see the value in it for that reason. So it's very hard to wrap your head around life insurance when your mindset is not forward thinking. That could be a huge part in why people don't see the value in it. And ultimately, they're thinking, well, this is a scam, right? And if you're not sitting down with somebody that's educating you on it, right, versus pitching you, like those are very different. So when you sit down with somebody and you're being pitched on why you should put $100 a month into something that you don't understand, yes, it's going to seem like a scam.